You know when something seems too quiet, too small to matter, yet you can't shake the feeling that something big is unfolding behind the scenes. That's exactly what's happening now with Apple's next move, the Apple TV 4K 2025. Because while the world watches iPhones, Macs, and the usual headlines, Apple is quietly plotting how to make your living room smart, intuitive, even predictive. Right now, look around. Many Apple stores are running dangerously low on Apple TVs and HomePod minis. That's not coincidence. That's a signal. A whisper from the supply chain, amplified by the silence of Apple itself. New models may be just around the corner, but the story gets more intriguing when you dig deeper into leaked firmware, internal identifiers, and lines of code hidden inside tvOS builds. We already have tvOS 26 rolling out, introducing a fresh liquid glass interface, smoother AirPlay integration, FaceTime enhancements, better sharing, and more refined transitions. Yet, even as the system evolves outward, buried inside its kernel lie references to hardware that don't exist yet. New model IDs, camera flags, AI hooks, hidden capabilities. These aren't accidents. These are breadcrumbs Apple is leaving for observant engineers and keen investigators. One of the most persistent rumors, the new Apple TV 4K will adopt the A17 Pro chip. That jump alone changes the game entirely. Instead of merely streaming and playing apps, your Apple TV could deliver console-level performance, real-time AI processing, and features we can't yet fully imagine. You won't just play shows. Your Apple TV might predict what you'll want to watch next. Suggest scenes, adjust color and contrast to your eyes, even respond before you finish your request. And that's just the start. Apple is also rumored to be developing a custom wireless chip with support for Wi-Fi 6E, possibly Wi-Fi 7, and built-in Thread Matter capabilities. Imagine a single chip that integrates your streaming, your smart home, your sensors all in one. That means your lights, locks, cameras, sensors, everything talk faster, more reliably, more securely. Your living room doesn't just stream, it responds. Now, one whisper is louder than the rest, a built-in camera. Inside tvOS's deeper internals, there are references to FaceTime camera support flags for future hardware. That hints at a future where your TV doubles as a communication hub. Imagine making FaceTime calls without an iPhone, or using gestures to swipe or navigate. Wave your hand to bring up menus, zoom in with a pinch in the air, confirm selection by nodding. If Apple pulls this off while respecting user privacy, it would be a giant leap. Design-wise, don't expect Apple to throw out what works. The external look probably won't change drastically, the same sleek black puck aesthetic, minimalist design language. Instead, think refinement over revolution. Better thermal design, quieter fans, improved internals, and possibly a slimmer, more efficient shell. The visual magic will come more from what's hidden inside than what's seen from outside. But while hardware leaks and rumors electrify our imagination, there's a deeper shift happening. Apple's entire ecosystem strategy is evolving. Apple recently rebranded its streaming service. Apple TV Plus is now simply Apple TV. That rebrand is subtle but powerful, because now Apple TV refers to hardware, software, service, and experience. It simplifies the entire brand. When your TV, your app, your content, and your home can all share one core identity, Apple can begin to blur the boundaries between them. More rumors suggest Apple could introduce ad-supported tiers for Apple TV, aiming to widen reach and compete with Netflix, Disney Plus, and others. A lower entry price, perhaps under $100, is frequently mentioned in analyst circles. Why? Because hardware margins may no longer be the goal. The goal is footprint. Get as many devices out there as possible, then monetize through services, TV, arcade, fitness, iCloud. The hardware becomes the gateway. Another signal. Apple recently launched a subscription bundle combining Apple TV and Peacock. This move hints at Apple's intent to unify streaming experiences, lock in audiences, and use its platform leverage to strengthen retention. The bundle is no accident. It's a strategic push toward consolidating content and value under Apple's umbrella. Now, let's zoom in on what your life might look like with the Apple TV 4K 2025. You step into your living room. A soft ambient light fades in. The TV screen slowly whispers to life. Your Apple TV guesses your mood, cues your favorite show. You pause mid-episode to grab water. It remembers your exact spot. Your spouse enters. It switches to a different profile, recommending shows based on their taste. You say, "Hey Siri," Show last night's highlights. It responds, skipping intros, adjusting tone and brightness to your preferences. If there's a camera, it may support FaceTime or Zoom calls on the big screen. Gesture control makes navigation fluid. Wave, swipe, pinch in the air. AI understanding makes it proactive. You don't search for what to watch. It suggests exactly what you want when you want it. On the gaming side, the A17 Pro brings ray tracing, Metal 3 enhancements, variable refresh rate support. Developers are already working on high-end tvOS titles. Your TV might one day rival consoles and without the need for boxes, cables, or clutter. Because in Apple's vision, your Apple TV will be smart first, powerful second. There's risk in this vision. Privacy becomes the battleground. Apple must convince users that their homes, video calls, AI memory, behavior patterns all stay private, stored on device. No cloud spying. No hidden data mining. No ad-driven profiling. That promise has to be ironclad, or the foundation crumbles. Let's talk timeline. Insiders point to a reveal in late 2025, likely at an October event or a surprise press release. The timing aligns with seasonal refreshes, holiday sales, and the gap in Apple's calendar. Stores clearing out existing inventory isn't just coincidence, it's clearing the stage for something new. When the device drops, potentially in November or December, it could come in multiple variants. A base model for general users, and perhaps a pro version for power users, gamers, and creators. Expect more storage, higher I/O bandwidth, advanced audio features, and perhaps modular add-ons. At that moment, what do we gain, and what do we lose? We gain a unified wall of intelligence, blending entertainment, home, and AI into one device. We lose traditional boundaries. The box becomes invisible. Your TV stops being passive. It becomes responsive and alive. If Apple pulls this off, this small black box might become the single most important device in your home. Not your iPhone, not your Mac. The one box that orchestrates entertainment, ambiance, communication, and intelligence. So as you watch this, stay observant. Notice inventory changes at Apple stores. Monitor firmware updates. Decode what Apple hides in press releases or code lines. Because when the Apple TV 4K 2025 releases, it won't just be another gadget. It might be the cornerstone of Apple's next decade in the home, and sometimes the quietest launches become the most disruptive. This isn't just about streaming shows. It's about combining intelligence, anticipation, and privacy in a box you place under your screen. Apple has always bet on integration, hardware, software, services. This device might be the heart of that bet. When the lights dim and the stage glows with the Apple logo, don't expect just another box. Expect the next chapter in how your home thinks. Because Apple TV 4K 2025 could be more than an upgrade. It could be a redefinition of the smart home. Remember, the story is unfolding now. Behind closed doors. In development labs, in prototype code, we're watching the future get built. Soon enough, we'll finally see it.